IRAs. The William G. Meckley Insurance Agency has a game plan to protect your valuable assets. Call the William G. Meckley Insurance Agency, Indiana, because it's always something.
For all your building, remodeling, and home improvement needs, get to the Lumber Store and more. Their professional staff will show you name-brand kitchen cabinetry and bathroom accessories, laminate and hardwood flooring, and other fine products. The Lumber Store and more, across the bridge in Saltsburg, Route 286 West.
Join Club U at U92Radio.com.
Welcome back to Dr. John R. Molino Stadium at Marion Center, where tonight it's the Salzburg Trojans, the Marion Center Stingers. Let me grab a roster here for you, Timmy. Tim Frazane is over. Use this one here. He's gonna fix a number or two on that Salzburg roster. We found one that is a little bit more up to date. Want to welcome our viewers tonight on YouTube. You found the number we were looking for? Yes, you did. Good man. Good man. You're good on that one. Indeed, you can watch the game tonight on YouTube. Salzburg at Marion Center here on 92.5 FM U92. Of course, the audio streams live through the Trib Live High School Sports Network. You can go to U92Radio.com. Streaming video on the U92 YouTube channel. And there is a direct link to that on our Facebook page, also on our website. So watch it, listen to it, enjoy it. It's Marion Center against Salzburg tonight. And hello to all our video folks who are watching this action here tonight, which isn't a whole lot of action right now. The Marion Center Band is here, and they'll soon make the trip across the field. Meanwhile, we do have a chance this evening to talk with the head coach of the Stingers. He is Adam Rising, getting set to take on the challenge of the Salzburg Trojans. And here's the coach.
Adam Rising, of course, opening night is always special. Opening night at home is even more special. Even the way that it is tonight in 2020, it's special for these kids to open up on their own field.
It sure is. These guys are excited. We're excited as coaches, you know, from the jitters from the beginning of the season, and we really are. It's been a lot of lead-up work and preparation, a lot of what-ifs, and a little bit of anxiety up to this point, but we're finally here, Todd, and our kids and community is excited for the opportunity.
Opening game against Salzburg the past 4 years has been something no coach really wants to do because they had Josh Gibbons back there and he's so creative. This Salzburg team this year, they're unknown, but you know that they're great athletes back there.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. Rewind 2 years ago and took over the program. We were in a nail-biter down at their place. We were in a nail-biter here last year. And I'm sure it's going to be a nail-biter this evening. Coach Leisure does a great job with his kids. You know, they got athletes. I know they picked up a few transfers and so forth, but our guys are ready for the challenge.
One of the things they're talking about with Salzburg is speed. Team speed is something you can't buy anywhere. You got to have it, and if you don't have it, you better play your angles, right? You bet. You bet. Speed's something you can't teach, and for our guys, we got some speed tonight, too. We're going to show on the field. You know, we started way back in January and March, indoor training on Sundays, and yeah, they have some nice team speed, Todd, but I like our chances. Our guys have worked hard to this point, and you know, we're bringing some experience back up front. We got some speed behind to run the ball and throw the ball. You worried about playing ball control to slow down their offense, or is it just you want to come out and do what you do best? You know what? The focus this week is, you know, special teams early in the year. You know, not being really exposed and being tested in that aspect. That's a third of the game. Obviously, securing the football in any football game, but especially early in the year, not creating any turnovers and capitalizing on turnovers. So that's going to be our focus tonight. Defensively, we're ready. Our guys are ready to get after it. Offensively, we're going to pick up the pace, and we're going to sling it and grip and rip at times, and we're going to get after it. Coach, we'll find you after the game. Thanks. Thank you.
There's Adam Rising, head coach of the Marion Center Stingers, getting set tonight for the Salzburg Trojans from Dr. John R. Molino Stadium. And we are back in just a moment. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night from our S&T Bank broadcast booth here on 92.5 FM U92 and on U92Radio.com.
There are many
friends. Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
selection ever. So if you're looking for the cleanest and best selection of certified cars, trucks,
Saturday for all your tire and auto needs. Stop in today. Dealerships, Colonial Motor Mart on North 4th Street in Indiana, and Colonial Toyota, West Pike Road, across from the YMCA in Indiana. By CNB Bank. Experience better banking at CNB Bank. By SeaWorld Satellites of Indiana. Dish Network and a whole lot more, including Got3 Internet, the internet solution you've been looking for, and the Indiana County Technology Center. They've got your trade at ICTC. Heritage Conference Football on air and online from your hometown radio station, and Renda Digital and Broadcasting. Now enjoy the game.
At S&T Bank, we care about the health and safety of our employees, customers, and the communities we serve. I'm Steve Dranak, president of the Western Pennsylvania market. We understand these are challenging times, and we are taking steps to support and protect your financial well-being. We're here to help. Visit us at stbank.com or contact the S&T Solution Center at 800-325-2265 to learn more. We will get through this together.
S&T Bank, member FDIC.
Have you ever thought of becoming a school bus driver? Would you like evenings free, weekends, holidays, and summers off? Then Smith Bus Company is looking for you. Find out how you can make a difference in a child's life. Come be a part of the safest and most dependable mode of transportation on the road, the school bus. Stop by any of their locations or call 724-459-6930 for an application. They look forward to hearing from you.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and keep it tuned in to U92.5 FM.
We mentioned earlier that the game is available on our YouTube channel, and we certainly invite you to tune that in. You can do it right now. As a matter of fact, we want to welcome Andy Hart, who's riding herd on the video crew, Sean Seaman, Caitlin Potts, Michaela Kramer, Harley Wolfgang, Brianna Sorokman. These are folks who have given their time tonight to bring you this game on video, and we appreciate that. And we're going to hook up with some IUP and ICTC folks all season long. Marion Center Band is across the way performing, and the team is walking toward the field. This is one of the things to remember about all of this. This is September 11th, and the observances all across the nation. Tristan, how old were you in 2001?
I was going to say, I promise you don't want to know how old I was in 2001. My parents always remind me of the fact that I was watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood whenever all of 9/11 went down. So I don't remember much of anything at all. And like I said, I'm sure some of the viewers don't want to hear that kind of stuff about how old I was at that point. But, a very decisive point in American history, and a point that a lot of people rallied behind and really, found our identity with. And we could use an identity right now in the state that America is in right now in terms of the coronavirus.
It was quite a day. I remember it as well. My son was 1 year old at the time, and I remember walking up the steps with him to go watch that after a neighbor called. And as talking with Mike Driscoll, the president of IUP this week, he says, these incoming freshmen, they weren't even born yet at that time. And so this is a moment in American history. The Marion Center football team is lining up along the goal line with an American flag in the center of their lineup, and we are getting set for the national anthem from the Marion Center High School Band, and we'll see if they come out toward the middle of the field in order to do it. It appears that they are, and this is a special moment for these band members as well. It will be only the home bands throughout the football season. And So here they come now, and our national anthem, and we will do our best to get it for you on the air on this September 11th, the 19th anniversary of the attacks on America. Band coming across the field. It is a beautiful, beautiful night, partly cloudy skies, the sun inching ever downward toward the hillside there, and within 10 or 15 minutes it is going to be behind that hillside, and the glare in our faces will be much easier to handle because it will be gone. Band getting into position now, and our national anthem is on the way.
Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic athletics. Let's all exhibit good sportsmanship. And at this time, would you please rise and, gentlemen, remove your caps as one of this great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
There is the national anthem performed by the Marion Center Marching Band. The football players then come out onto the field with the American flag. The Saltsburg Trojans respectfully waiting behind the gate before they come onto the field, and now they are being escorted by one of the officials. One of the new rules this year has lined out for this particular day and age, and particularly in 2020 with the pandemic, is that the coin toss is now held 30 minutes before the game, which was generally the case anyway, but now they signal who has won that toss ahead of time anyway. There is only one coach and one player from each of the teams out as captains, one official in that huddle as well. So they held that toss about a half an hour ago. Marion Center won it and elected to take the football. And so the Stingers offense will be first on the field tonight. And we'll just see who lines up where for Marion Center. During the pregame, they were bringing a couple of different guys in, particularly on the offensive line. So we'll watch that. We'll see the Trojan defense, of course, trying to match up with them. One of the other changes, Tristan, for this year is in how the coaches and players are going to array themselves along the sidelines. The traditional coaching box will still be in effect for the coaches, and so they can go 25-yard line to 25-yard line. The players will go from the 10 to the 10. They're supposed to spread out, and they will do that. No gathering along the sideline in huddles of players. So they'll spread out and physically distance themselves. We don't like to use that word social distancing because that's two different things. They will physically distance themselves. We see Mike Lazier, head coach of the Trojans, coming onto the field across the way. Marion Center team is along its sideline as well. So, you know, there are some changes every year, and that is the case with this as well. Some changes in the kicking game, some changes in the spike the ball rule at the end of the game as well, or at the end of a half when you're trying to save time. So just some subtle things, but they are something that you pay attention to when those things come up. The last 3 minutes of the second quarter, is something different too. If there is a rain delay, halftime can be shortened if both teams agree, and they can come out and finish the last couple minutes of the second quarter during the third quarter. So some of these subtle changes that are going on, when you'll get those rain delays is when there's lightning in the air. If it's just pouring down rain, they'll still play. But other than that, lightning will cause delays, and they're going to come basically pick it up where they left it off.
And that's awesome. But luckily, Ty, I don't think we're going to get to see any of those rain delays this evening. Thank goodness. It's going to be a fantastic first week of high school football.
It really is. Hey, we want to tell you our keys to the game. They are brought to us today by the Colonial family of dealerships, driven by Colonial Toyota, Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. Tristan, you take a look at these two teams, and we're going to see the Marion Center offense first. What's the key for them tonight?
In my personal opinion, Marion Center needs to trust Ty Ryan, a fantastic quarterback. I've seen a couple films, a couple videos on him and his abilities, and I tell you what, he reminds me so much of Patrick Mahomes. He seems to be able to do everything. He is quick and agile, but also he may not throw the ball as far down the field as some people would say, but man, is he accurate. He can put that ball exactly where it needs to be. I would absolutely highlight him as a player we need to watch in tonight's game.
All right, our first quarter brought to you by Friends of Jim Struzzi, candidate for state representative in the 62nd District. The Trojans approach. There's the kickoff. It will be handled back at the 15-yard line and out to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, and 40, breaking it to the 50-yard line before finally being brought down. Helmet comes off. Flag flies. That is going to be a face masking penalty, most likely on the Saltsburg Trojans. Marion Center with the return by Ty Lynn, who just broke it straight up the middle of the field.
He did a fantastic job following his blockers. The blocking on that was absolutely phenomenal. It's unfortunate for that face mask call, and I guess we'll just have to see if Salzburg can make sure they don't let it get to them. They need to be able to just recover and say, okay, we messed up on that, now we need to get back into it.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. They'll mark it off right from the 50. So Marion Center with a tremendous advantage starting at the Salzburg 35-yard line as they will break their huddle and approach the line of scrimmage. Ty Ryan is your quarterback. In the backfield, looks like Gavin Palco is back there. And we'll check the man on the other side. There's the whistle, and on first down, here they come. Ryan is going to turn, and he's going to give it to Palco. And he's going to get one or two before he's brought down. And you're going to hear the name Bartolini a lot, number one, because there's a bunch of them on this Salzburg team, but number two, because they're pretty good.
They are. You usually think of, like, brothers, there has to be one that's better than the other. No, every single one of these Bartolinis are absolutely phenomenal athletes, and I cannot wait to see every single one of their names be called this evening.
It's a pickup of 2, and it's second down and 8 for the Stingers from the Trojans' 33-yard line. And here the coach is outside the press box as the handoff on the end around is going to be, and there's a ball on the field or no? Now it's just a good tackle there by Salzburg on Brady Tonkin coming off the wing, and he got close to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 3, and it's going to be third down and 5. Angelo Bartolini on the tackle for the Trojans.
Todd, watching some of the practicing before the game, I'm expecting to see some kind of trick play here, either a double reverse or around the side. Watch the ball. Do not watch any of the players or else you're going to get lost.
Third down and 5. Most likely you're taking 2 downs at this anyway. You're probably not going to punt from this point on the football field. They're going to hand it on the end around with room to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line, before finally being forced out of bounds is Justin Peterson off the wing. And the Stingers put together a pretty solid drive to start this football game.
What I tell you, Todd, around the end, they were not going to run up the middle. They have had a little bit of a struggle in this drive in terms of running up the center of the field, so that's why they went around the outside. Great play, great athleticism, and that's all you can really chalk it up to.
13 yards for Peterson. It's first and 10 at the 12 for Marion Center. Ty Ryan quickly to the line of scrimmage. Handoff is to Palco. He'll skip and get inside the 10 to close to the 8-yard line, tackled by the Trojans' number 10, Rocco Bartolini. And it'll be second down and about 8. Trojans quick to fill the gap there. Ryan will get the signal from the line or from the sideline and get back into his huddle. He is going to put Tonkin on one wing, and he'll send Peterson in motion from the other side, and then he's back for his first throw of this season. He releases, and it is tipped into the air, and coming down with it, the Trojans. Is it an INT? He landed on his back over on the sideline. They're going to say that he picked it at the 1. The Trojans with the interception on that far sideline.
I believe that was number 82, David Stuller, on that interception. Great job. I see on that he's listed as a wide receiver, and we see why right there. Great recognition of the play, great being able to get his body in position, and came down with that pass. Just a great job.
99 yards away, 9:49 left in the opening quarter. The Saltsburg Trojans will take over this football and break it up toward the line of scrimmage, and there is a whistle. And we'll find out just why. I'm going to move some personnel around, and are they calling timeout? They are. We'll take a timeout, too. No score first quarter. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 at U92Radio.com.
I'm State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all the students...
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Nestled in the heart of Indiana County, the Indiana County Technology Center serves over 400 students from 8 sending schools across the county. The evolution of our programs follow industry trends, fulfilling unique workforce needs right here in our own backyard. The ICTC is empowering tomorrow's workforce with an engaging, real-life approach to career and technical education. We offer 13 high-demand program areas and a variety of career pathways. Employable, certified, and driven. That is what an ICTC graduate looks like.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Saltsburg. The interception negating what looked like a really promising drive there for the Stingers. 2nd down and 6. And Stats will work out of the gun. He spreads the field with twins wide to the left, one wide to the right. Gino is in motion, and he'll get the carry, cut it back, and get across the 5 out to about the 7-yard line before he is swarmed under by the Stingers.
The senior at 5'11", 210 pounds, a big boy to hand the ball off to. Good job having him run up the center of the field. It's hard to tackle a kid like that. Tall, strong, big, have a little bit of the long limbs. He's able to get through the center of that field easily.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3 after the 3-yard carry by Gino Bartolini, and again they'll spread that field. Now the Twins are to the right, and quarterback Stat's going to pitch it, caught in the backfield, and they catch up to him and bring him down to the Stingers, and they force Saltsburg into a 4th and long situation. Going to have to punt from deep in their territory. Marion Center getting it after, and give the tackle to Cody Willard, I believe.
That was a whole nest of Stingers. Definitely the whole team was there for that tackle. I'm surprised you were able to pick one out there, Todd.
I just went by the guys punching him after the game, after the tackle. So standing in his own end zone is Stats for this punt. Return men for Marion Center on the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down, and that was a loss of a yard, so it's 4th and 4. And he'll punt it out of there. Nice kick, and will be fielded at the 41 and dropped immediately. Is Marion Center's return man. That was Ty Lynn. And so the Stingers take over 1st and 10. We take the 30 seconds here on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
true peace of mind comes knowing...
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. ShopColonialCars.com.
If you want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital team will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
Football at the 41-yard line with 7:48 to go. 1st and 10 now at the 27-yard line for the Stingers. No score. Marion Center's second foray deep into Saltsburg territory. Ryan steps under center. Now he'll turn and hand to Palco, and he is bigged. I mean, he was absolutely swarmed under by the Trojans on that play. That was 33. Joe Biedick. And it is a loss of a yard for Gavin. 2nd down and 11 on the way. Tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, building relationships, one customer at a time. 2nd and 11, here come the Stingers from the Trojan 28, right hash mark. Ryan under center will send a man in motion, and he's going to put it on the hip, roll out, now tuck it up, and up the middle he goes. He gets inside the 25-yard line to about the 23. There's a late flag, and we'll see what that's about. This usually, as late as that flew, is going to indicate something against the Trojans. The carry was to the 23. So a pickup of 4. Here comes the signal. It is a face mask, 2nd of the day against the Saltsburg Trojans. And that is not a personal foul face mask, just a 5-yarder. It's not an automatic first down either. And so what it does is it sets up a 2nd down and about 2.
A little undisciplined there. That's the 2nd face mask penalty on the night for Salzburg. They need to really clean it up a little bit, because with a team like Marion City, you cannot give them free yards like that.
Palco the single setback. Peterson comes in motion. Quarterback fumbles. Ryan stepping out a little bit early. Dropped the football, then fell on it. It's a loss of a yard for Marion Center. And 3rd down coming up. You'll need 3 now for that first down. And the Trojans have a chance here to stop them again, although Marion Center certainly would get 2 shots at this. And a little bit of confusion on the sideline. They've got 2 guys coming in. Now one of them turns around and vacates the field. And the man who stayed out for Marion Center is Preston Fox, who will split wide to the right. He's one of 2 receivers out there. 3rd and 3. Inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff Palco, running tough inside. I don't know that he got it, but I think that he may have. They're lining up on the 15-yard line, which would be a first down, and it is. It's a little extra effort there by Gavin Palco.
Palco, another big boy, the senior, standing at 6 foot tall, 190 pounds, just running downhill, dropped his shoulder. Great run for 3rd down.
Well, Gavin actually started at quarterback as a sophomore for this team. Then partway through last season, Ryan took over at quarterback and Gavin moved to the running back position. It is 1st and 10 from the Salzburg 15 for Marion Center. Bobble with the snap, then Ryan picks up. Now he hits Palco out in the wing. He's inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line before Stalder catches up with him. He is actually inside the 5 to the 4. That is a pickup of 11 yards and should be a first down if they give him that spot.
With all those wide-out plays, Todd, I'm imagining that the wide receivers are just bullying the corners in terms of blocking them, and that's why they keep running to the outside or passing to the outside with such great success.
He checked it up short, and now it's First down and goal from the 4 for Marion Center. Second trip down to this end of the field for the Stingers. And handoff, Palco adjusts to his left. He is caught, and he gets through and then bursts into the end zone. Took a man with him. Marion Center has the first score of the night with 4:44 left in this first quarter.
I'm sure that interception on the last drive had left a sour taste in their mouth. That's why they went to Palco on that run, and he did it all, Todd. He just dropped his shoulder once again, ran downfield, touchdown.
Of course, Jocelyn Thompson was the kicker last year for Marion Center. This time it looks like it will be Ryan, the quarterback. And no, it won't. He'll be the holder and handling the kicking duties for Marion Center. It's a 34, and I don't have a 34 in my roster. We'll check it out. We'll find out when we get to the break. Left-footed kick is up, and it is good, and Marion Center jumps to a 7-0 lead. 4:44 left first quarter on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
It's basic common.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
For state representative in the 62nd District. And now let's get back live to the stadium.
Our touchdown drive by the Marion Center Stingers, our drive summary brought to you by Colonial Family of Dealerships, Colonial Toyota, and Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. It's 41 yards in 3 minutes and 4 seconds for the Stingers. The score makes it 7-0 after the kick by mystery number 34. Not even the Marion Center folks know who that kid is. We'll figure it out before the end of the game, I hope, because that same young man is also handling the kickoff duties tonight. All right, so he will get the football, and we'll get ready to roll here as the first quarter rolls along.
And Todd, you love to see it. The lights are now on in the stadium. Just the nostalgia coming back.
I just love the fact that the sun's no longer right in our eyes. All right, so here we go. The approach is on the way. And the kick will be on the ground, bounce up over the head of the up man, and then it will be fallen on by Angelo Bartolini. And so Saltsburg will take over, trailing 7-0, and they'll be at the 19-yard line. Clock showing 4:43 left in this first quarter, and the Stingers with this 7-0 lead, and this football game has been played entirely on this end of the field, and the Trojans want to reverse that. So 24-yard line instead of the 19. First and 10, Saltsburg. Stats remains at the quarterback. He'll send Angelo Bartolini in motion and hand him the football off the wing and stepping up and bringing him down. Nice play by the Marion Center Stingers. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, he barely got back. That tackle made by Marion Center's Brady Tonkin, and no gain. Second down and 10 coming up.
These Stingers are doing a fantastic job of swarming to the ball. Last drive, and I'm expecting it to continue on this drive, Todd. Already happened for first down.
Empty backfield with the Bartolini on each wing, and Gino comes in motion. He now stands beside Angelo, and Stats is back to throw. Into the slot, it is intercepted. Pass behind, and with the return for Marion Center's Justin Peterson, he breaks it to the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Marion Center on the pick. A pick six for Justin Peterson.
An easy cover, too. The quarterback just put the ball a little bit out of the reach of his receiver, and that safety was sitting right in his zone. The ball just, it was a perfect placement for that safety to come down and get it. He just made a play with the ball. Great job by them.
He took it about 25 yards, I'm going to say, for the Stinger touchdown, and Marion Center quickly now up 13-0. 3:51 to go in this first quarter, and an extra point attempt is on the way. And it has boomed through this time. Marion Center takes a 14-0 lead on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. Wait a second, they're calling everybody back. Let's see what's going on.
I think I see some dirty laundry there on the far post.
There is a flag laying right at the base of the goalpost. And we'll see what's going on. If it's a Saltsburg penalty, it would move the ball to the 1.5-yard line. Marion Center would have the option of taking the point off the board and going for 2, and that's what they're talking to them about right now. We'll see if Adam Rising wants to do that. Does he accept the kick, or does he accept the penalty? And he is going to decline the penalty, and it is 14-0 Marion Center. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
It's getting too uncomfortable outside.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you, even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. ShopColonialCars.com.
Presented by friends of Jim Struzzi, candidate for state representative in the 62nd District. And now let's get back live to the stadium.
All right, it is the voice of Heritage Conference football here, 92.5 FM U92. And Marion Center ready to kick this football off, and they do. That is Braden Reckenbaugh, who is the kicker, and the football will be down at the 30-yard line. 14-0, Marion Center with the lead after the interception. And the Salzburg Trojans in a pretty big hole right now and looking for a way out of it.
Absolutely. With all the athletes on their side of the ball, Todd, they just need to kind of, wonder if it's nerves or maybe they're a little upset, in the fact that they're on away soil. They need to calm down, get back to basics, and I'm sure they can dig themselves out of this hole.
This is the way to do it with the ground game, popping it right up the center of the football field. I believe that was Angelo Bartolini picking up 9. And so Saltsburg with a positive play on first down out to the 39-yard line.
Moving the ball like that, it's a safe assumption that it's one of the Bartolini brothers. Those guys are definitely something else. They're cut from a different cloth.
That was Angelo for 9, and on second down now, the quarterback's going to keep it himself, and Stats is going to get across the 40, close to the 44-yard line. First down, the Trojans. So he picks up 5, and so 14 yards on 2 plays. Trojans try to get their wheels underneath them and get rolling here. First and 10 from their 44 for Saltsburg. Stats will have Angelo to his right on this set. And on first down, he's going to pitch it to him. Angelo looked like he wanted to throw. Now tucks, gets to the outside, gets by one man, but not the second. And he's out along that far sideline after a short gain. Looks like only the 41-yard line. Pickup of 2, and it's going to be second down and 8. And Reckenbaugh was the man who got him. From the 41 or 46-yard line for the Trojans. It is 2nd down and 8 to go, and they'll break the huddle. With 2:43 left in this first quarter, trailing it in the gun. One man split wide to the left. He's looking in that direction. He's going to release it for him, too. And it's caught out there at the 48-yard line, breaking a tackle to the 50, the 45, and the 44-yard line of the Marion Center Stingers. It's a nice little offensive move there by the Trojans' Tristan Rossler, the senior, as Rossler gets them the first down in Marion Center territory. It's a pickup of 7.
Fantastic job. A lot of movement from the receiver. He caught that ball and he didn't just stop and look at the defense. He just went. He knew that he had to pick that up, and he did a great job at doing it.
Now the Trojans with a little bit of space, and quarterback moving forward when he took that snap, got away with it, and he's going to keep it up the sideline to the left side near the Marion Center bench. Forced out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 5 for Braden Stats. As we move to the second page on the stat sheet, and they're actually going to give him 6. This drive started at the Saltsburg 30. They've advanced it to the Marion Center 37-yard line, close to it. And it's 2nd down and 4. Angelo Bartolini gets the ball off the wing. He makes a little move, slips by a fella, gets inside the 35 to the 34, and looks like he has first down yardage. And he does. He gets 5. He needed 4. They might bring up the measurement here. Let's see. We've got a Salzburg player who's just tossed his helmet away and appears to be injured. He's going to make his way off the field. That is number 55. We don't have a 55 on the roster. We'll check our secondary roster.
Definitely.
Going to be a timeout on the field, so let's take it. 14-0 Marion Center. Salzburg on the drive. When we return, they'll have 1st and 10. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. 92.5 FM, U92, and U92Radio.com.
I'm Shannon Lutnitz.
Live to the stadium.
It is a 1st and 10 for Salzburg at the Marion Center 34-yard line after the run by Angelo Bartolini. Trojans up to the line of scrimmage. Braden Stats, the quarterback, working out of the gun. Empty set backfield. He's back to pass. Here comes a rush. He releases. Long down the center of the football field. 2 men colliding, both a Trojan and a Stinger going after it. Ryan was there for Marion Center. And not sure who the Salzburg. I think it was Rocco Bartolini down there for Saltsburg, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Ryan, the safety, playing back across the middle of the field with the verticals. All 4 receivers are running just straight up the middle of the field. It was, I'm surprised that that wasn't picked off. I thought he was in the right position. I think Bartolini just made a good play on the safety as well.
Yeah, I don't think you needed 2 receivers in that same general area because you draw defenders to you. 2nd and 10 now for the Trojans, and a single man in the backfield will get the football, and that's Angelo Bartolini. Oh, such good moves. Angelo is all the way across the 25-yard line before he's upended by Ryan, and he is close to, and I believe has, another Salzburg first down. Looks like a pickup of 11, and it is. And so the Trojan drive continues, and they're rolling now.
Great moves by the back, but let's also pat the Trojan offensive line on the back. Those guys made fantastic holes and blocks for the running back. Great job by those boys up front.
It's pickup of 11 for Angelo, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 24 of the Stingers. Salzburg trailing 14-0. Stats will come to his left. Gets a block, and he's inside the 20. Turns it up the field inside the 15-yard line, and he's close to another first down, and I believe he may have that. He goes from the 24 to about the 12. That's a 12-yard carry for number 12 of the Trojans. And Braden Stats picks it up, and the Trojans now in definite scoring position as the clock rolls with 1:36 left in this first quarter. Tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, building relationships, one customer at a time. Stats in the gun. Angelo to his right and up a step. He's going to roll to his right now. Use the block from Angelo and release it toward the end zone. Got him! Touchdown, Trojans!
What a great play. That was an awesome flood route or out route to the right by the receiver. Great job by the quarterback to find his man right where he needed to be.
Rocco Bartolini, his second catch on this drive, and it's good for a 12-yard touchdown. And the Trojans pull to within a score, an extra point attempt coming up. It's going to be a high-scoring affair, it looks like. All right, Trojans to kick it. Tristan Rossler will do that. And it is up. And it is good. Marion Center 14, Saltsburg 7. 1:15 left in the opening quarter. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night, 92.5 FM, U92 and U92radio.com.
Are you ready for a fall tune?
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
You can pick up sports boosters if you want. Nah, don't do that. We've got tons of stuff here.
Okay.
You're going to come back. You're going to say.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
Summary, Tristan?
Driven by Colonial family of dealerships, Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana, you'll love the Colonial experience. That drive was 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 10 plays, 70 yards for the Trojans, ending in a touchdown and a point after. Great job by the Trojans. That was a fantastic and stable drive. Really puts in perspective how important it is to not only have, moving the ball, but consistently moving the ball. I don't think that there are many plays where the Trojans went backwards at all.
So the Trojans, the kick goes out of bounds, actually, by Tristan Rossler, and so Marion Center will have the option of taking the ball or making them kick it again, and they're making that decision right now and have not made it just yet. 14-7, Marion Center. Here comes the white hat, going to tell us what's going on. Kick off the side of the foot, and they are going, I believe, make them kick it again. Or are they giving them the football? Looks like
I think they're just taking the football here.
they're taking the football at the 35.
That's a good call. I imagine that the Stingers just want to get out of this quarter and just, run out the clock and then move into the next quarter and really put the drive together in the next quarter. 1:15
left in the first quarter as the Stingers take the football at their 35-yard line. They lead it 14-7. And getting some things going here, and they are indeed ready to go. And Ty Ryan will step under center for Marion Center. And on first down, take the snap, and he is hit right away, but he managed to get the ball off. That's a tremendous play by Ryan to keep his feet and make that handoff as he was hit by the Trojans, number 33. immediately, as coming through was Joe Biedick to put a hit on him. And it looked like, was that Palco with the carry?
That was Palco with the carry. He was able to somehow get that ball out of the hands of Ryan and make something out of nothing. Maybe only a yard or two, but that's better than what they were going to have, which was probably a loss of 5 at least.
It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Marion Center. What a play there by Biedick. And he didn't even get credit for the tackle. Now back to pass is Ryan. His pass in the flat is caught by Tonkin, who tries to ward off that defense. Does get it across the 35 to the 37-yard line, close to the 38. We'll wait for a spot there. That's a tremendous play by Brady Tonkin to concentrate, get that pass, which was a little bit tall, and then ward off the defenders.
The other thing, he stepped out of bounds, stopping the clock under 30 seconds left in the first quarter. I wonder what if the Stingers are going to try to run out the rest of the way here on this play, or if maybe they're going to try to run out of bounds again and keep the ball in their hands in the first quarter.
It's only first quarter, so they're not worried about that. What they're worried about is the fact that it's 3rd and long. They've got 7 yards to go after that 2-yard gain on the pass, and there's the whistle, and they're going to have to call timeout. They didn't have the right personnel out there. So a timeout called by Marion Center. We take timeout as well. 14-7, Stingers lead it. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night. 92.5 FM, U92 and U92Radio.com.
Hello, friends. Scott Hill.
Nestled in the heart of Indiana County, the Indiana County Technology Center serves over 400 students from 8 sending schools across the county. The evolution of our programs follow industry trends, fulfilling unique workforce needs right here in our own backyard. The ICTC is empowering tomorrow's workforce with an engaging, real-life approach to career and technical education. We offer 13 high-demand program areas and a variety of career pathways. Employable, certified, and driven. That is what an ICTC graduate looks like.
Or Colonial Toyota and see why the Colonial experience can't be beat.
Next week's game will be a whole lot easier because we'll be a lot closer to the field.
The first quarter is being presented by Friends of Jim Struzzi, candidate for state representative in the 62nd District. And now let's get back live to the stadium,
where Marion Center faces a 3rd down and 7 at their 44-yard line, and the quarterback Ty Ryan trapped in the backfield. Hit, down he goes. The big sack all the way back at the 24-yard line. That is a loss of 10. Who got him? Was that Angelo?
I believe that was number 30.
That's Angelo Bartolini, who's playing a tremendous first quarter for Saltsburg. This sack is going to make it a 4th down and 25 or 20. 4th and 20. And they're going to let this clock wind out. That is the end of the first quarter. Marion Center with a 14-7 lead. Saltsburg with a little bit of momentum. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
Did you know that the first...
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com. The experience can't be beat.
Room at Diamond Medical Supply, official supplier for Team Medical Supplies, Oakland Avenue, Indiana.
Ready to go. Second quarter action. Marion Center in a punt. the Trojans. This is their fourth offensive possession of the night. Of course, their second ended with a pick six going the other way. And the snap to Stats, and Marion Center is just going to force him, as that was a run all the way from Stats. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe squeezed out a yard there before he is brought down by the Stingers on that tackle for Marion Center. Biggest man on the football field, actually, for Marion Center, and that is number 65, Marvin Beatty.
I wouldn't want to be tackled by that boy. He's a big boy, and you know that Marion Center loves to have him on that defensive side of the ball.
6'5" and 295. It is second down and 9 for the Trojans after the 1 yard gain, 38-yard line. Out of the gun, Stats looks to throw and hits Stuller in the wing. He's to the 45, breaks a tackle to the 50, slammed out of bounds, but first down for the Trojans.
Once again, another stop and go route. The receiver stopping at the middle part of his route instead of being able to run up the whole way up the field. The Stingers were definitely waiting for him to run another streak or go route up the side of the field, but Trojans know that that's what Marion Center is looking for. They're looking and hungry for another turnover.
15 yards on the reception into Marion Center territory at the 47. Saltsburg looking to tie this football game up. And Stats is going to send Gino Bartolini in motion and hand it to him. He tries to stretch it out. Marion Center is going to blast him down. He loses the football. The Stingers are on it. Looks like they have it at the 40-yard line. It went straight backwards, and Marion Center covered it.
That was a perfect move by the defender. Just reached out and punched the ball right out of the running back's hands, and that was a great, great defensive play.
It is a Marion Center recovery. I did not catch the number of the man who got that football. Yes, I did. I think it was Justin Peterson. His second turnover of the night. He had a pick six and now a fumble recovery. And Marion Center takes over at the Saltsburg 40. Leading at 14-7, 10:55 left in this first half. Tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. Ryan under center, has two men in the backfield behind him. He's back to pass. He's going to throw on a slot move, and he's got it. Down to the 25-yard line, the 15, the 10, and into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Marion Center, as T.J. Lynn catches the football from Ty Ryan. Marion Center quickly turns the turnover into points.
What I tell you, Todd, that was a bullet right exactly where it needed to be, and the receiver just did it all. He found the opening in the defense and just ran right up the middle of the field. Great, great play for the Stingers.
T.J. with the touchdown, and Marion Center extends its lead. Lynn, the junior wideout, catches the pass from Ty Ryan. Ryan now will hold the football as Marion Center will come up and try the extra point. Braden Reckenbach. And it is up and good. It's Marion Center 21, Salzburg 7. 10:46 left first half. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
During these unprecedented times, Luther Ford has introduced for 45 days going on now. Luther Ford, Homer City. Shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
If you want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital team will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
Out to the 36. A couple of nice moves by Angelo, and it'll be first down. Salzburg trailing 21-7. Our drive summary, driven by the Colonial family of dealerships, Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. Easy drive summary that time, Tristan. It was one play, 40 yards. The touchdown reception, the kick good, and Marion Center leads at 21-7.
And I kind of expected, as I mentioned earlier in the game, Ty Ryan was the quarterback that put that ball exactly where it needed to be and was the reason that that touchdown was even possible.
First and 10, Trojans will take the football at their 37-yard line. They had a bunch of momentum, but they lost that, and so now they'll try to recover and see what they can do. On first down, the quarterback stats going to get it out to the 45-yard line. Well, they're running stats a lot more than I thought they would.
Absolutely, especially considering the fact they keep putting him in an empty back shotgun. That empty backfield and the receiver is all the way out on the outside. You expect a pass, but I'm guessing that's why the Trojans are running him out of that type of positioning.
Well, he picked up 8, so you can't argue with it.
Absolutely.
Second down and 2 now from their 45-yard line for the Trojans. 10:03 left in the first half. He's alone in the backfield now. Rolls to his right, wants to throw. Comes right down the center of the football field, looking back over his shoulder, trying to pull it in, and unable to is Angelo Bartolini. And it'll be third down and 2.
4 vertical routes down the center of the field. They got to be careful. They keep testing Ty Ryan. He's not going to keep missing those balls forever. Eventually, he's going to come down with those. The Trojans absolutely have to stop throwing the ball to his area of the field.
Well, that's the center of the football field. He plays that deep safety. So I guess you're saying look for the sidelines.
Absolutely.
Third down and 2 now. And in the backfield is Gino Bartolini along with his quarterback Stats. And Stats will follow Gino into the hole and try to squeeze out that first down. Looks like he did. We'll have to wait for the spot, though. In fact, looks like they're bringing him up short. They're going to say his knee touched short. So it'll be fourth down and about a yard. Well, I think less than that. You look at the stick, and they didn't move it at all, but they did move the football forward, and they may be calling for a measurement. They are. Tonight from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, building relationships one customer at a time. And stretch it out. I think he's short.
Oh, but not by much.
And he's got a half a yard to go.
I thought they were going to bring out the index card on that one.
Our First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Marion Center has forced 2 turnovers in this game. One was a pick 6. And the other, one play later, they turned into a touchdown. So making turnovers into points, it's a pretty good formula for an offense, or for any team. Offensive and defensive, I guess. All right, so it is going to be fourth down and about a half a yard to go for Saltsburg. And I would think with the horses they have, they just ride one of them and try to punch this out, even though they're on their end of the football field and 9:41 left in this quarter.
Especially with the game that Antonio was having, I would definitely give him the ball right here.
All right, well, Gino is in the backfield. And Angelo adjusts to join him. And the quarterback Stats is under center. Marion Center crowds the line. And everybody moving. Looks like Salzburg will be caught for a procedure call here. That'll march him back 5 yards and change the entire character. It is the Trojans' 4th penalty of the night. And we'll see if Coach Mike Lazier decides to punt the football. With 9:41 to go, actually now 9:21, one would think that would be the decision to make. And Marion Center gets some new defenders out there. It looks like they're going for this, and they are. The rollout on 4th and 6, and it is intercepted by Palco. To the 40-yard line of the Trojans, the 35-yard line before he is brought down. Marion Center forces the 3rd Salzburg Trojans turnover of the night.
You got to be careful with those rollout plays, Todd. The quarterback coming out of the pocket looking for receivers on his side of the field, but everybody was already crowded around on the near side of the field, so he just kind of threw it up, hoping one of his players would get it. unfortunately, Palco, having great vision, was just right where he needed to be.
8:59 to go in the first half. Marion Center leading at 21-7, and again a prime scoring opportunity at the Saltsburg 34 after the pick by Palco. Third turnover of the night on the Saltsburg Trojans, and here come the Stingers to the line of scrimmage. Tonkin and Palco in the backfield. Ryan will step under center. Now Tonkin adjusts to the wing. And back to pass is Ryan. He wants to throw it, and he does. He's got a man down long, catching the football at the 2-yard line. What an adjustment on that ball in the air for Marion Center. His second long reception of the night for T.J. Lynn. And Marion Center has first and goal.
Lynn must have been taking ballerina lessons during this COVID lockdown with that kind of a spin on his toes on the corner. Great play by him.
Ryan just hung it up there for him, said, go get it. TJ went after it.
I was nervous at first. I thought I was going to be picked off. That defender was right underneath, but Ryan just threw it right where it needed to be once again.
First and goal. They might have pulled that football back a bit to the 3. So we'll give them 31 yards on the reception. But the Stingers with a great opportunity here. Palco, Tonkin in the backfield. Ryan under center on first down. He's going to keep it himself. Palco will give him a push in the back. He is in there. It's a Marion Center touchdown. Their 4th of this night. Three-yard touchdown run from Ty Ryan. Stingers up by 27-7.
That just shows you how much trust the Stingers have in their offensive line. They just put the ball in the quarterback's hands, and they just had that line push the entire Trojan defensive line back. Great job.
Reckenbaugh for the extra point off that left foot, and he is perfect on the night. It's Marion Center 28, Salzburg 7, 8:49 left in the first half. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92, U92radio.com.
Are you tired of dealing?
Friends, Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
If you want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital teams will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
Trojans with the touchdown return from Angelo Bartolini as he goes 83 yards. Almost seems a moot point, but let's get the touchdown drive summary, shall we?
Absolutely, Todd. The drive summary is driven by Colonial family of dealerships, the Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. The last drive was only 10 seconds, 2 plays, 34 yards, with Ty Ryan throwing and running in the touchdown. He did it all in that drive, Todd, and he's been pretty, common with that for the entire night. Ty Ryan just really balling out on the field.
But there's Angelo Bartolini with the answer for the Trojans. Now the extra point from Rossler, and it'll come out of Statz's hold. Stingers get one more fellow onto the field. Here's the kick. It is a high one, and it looks like it is good, and it is. It's Marion Center 28, Saltsburg 14. And it is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
There are many good reasons to shop Martin General Store.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch. Or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Is your premier Aries dealer, who installs and repairs all types of natural gas, propane, oil, and electric.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. ShopColonialCars.com.
There's been some first half, and we've still got 8:36 to go in it. 28-14 after the 83-yard kickoff return by Angelo Bartolini. Let's see what the Stingers do with this kick, fielded at the 15-yard line. And there's room again, and here goes Justin Peterson to the 40, the 50-yard line, to the 40, the 30. They finally catch him down at the 25-yard line. Wow. Special teams always suffer at the beginning of a season, but while one team might suffer, the other team's doing pretty well, and the Stingers answer right back. They don't take it all the way, but they're in prime position.
Absolutely. The Stingers wanting to respond to the special teams return that we just saw, Todd. It's fantastic to see these teams really exploding. It just shows you how much these boys have missed the sport and how much they want to, come out here and win. It would mean so much for either team at the beginning of the season to win.
That is a 68-yard return. And on first down, the Stingers take the football with 8:22 left in the first half. The handoff and inside the 15-yard line. Original line of scrimmage was the 23, so a pickup of about 8, maybe close to 9 yards. And I believe that was Palco again. I'm not certain on that carry. I'm going to give it to him.
I think that's a safe bet. Palco him and Ryan have really been able to step it up and really bring the Stingers to the glory that they're at right now so far in this matchup.
7:49 on a rolling clock. Fumbles the football. Ryan looking for it. Who's on it? It wasn't Ryan. And the Trojans aren't celebrating, and so Marion Center does retain possession. And the ball went straight down, so no gain there. That's third down and still 2 to go. Football inside the 15, close to the 14-yard line.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, but that is the third fumbled snap that we have seen so far this game from the Stingers. Marion Center needs to calm down. They are winning this game, and if they continue to do that, they're going to possibly fall out of it.
Under center once more. Looks like he's running it himself. No, he's handing it off, and Palco just lowers the shoulder and again takes a few fellows with him, gets it all the way down to the 6-yard line. That is an 8-yard gain for Marion Center. And another first down. It's 1st and goal. From the 6 for Marion Center. 28-14. Both these coaches saying to their teams, somebody stop, somebody please. And certainly that's the Saltsburg chorus right now.
I don't mind it. This is a very exciting and electric game. I love to see games like this where they just seem to break out.
1st and goal Stingers. Ryan under center. Palco is the single back. And he'll get the football. And only to the 5 before the Trojans drive him back. There's a late flag. Let's see what that is about. It's in the center of the football field. I'm going to make a bet here that it's holding on Marion Center, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. They're talking to the Saltsburg captains. Oh, no. It looks like they're facing the end zone. It is the 3rd face mask penalty of the night. Wow, not a personal foul face back, but another face mask penalty on Saltsburg.
Absolutely unacceptable. I am sure that Coach Leisure is freaking out on that sideline right now, wondering what is wrong with his players and what is in their head that they keep grabbing onto these face masks.
So it's a 3-yard penalty in effect on the face mask. And it's 1st and goal now from the 3-yard line. Palco is behind his quarterback, and Ryan is going to keep it himself. He'll adjust to the left. It looks like he's in, and there's the signal. It's another Marion Center touchdown. The second 3-yard run by the quarterback, Ty Ryan.
Great job by Ryan. Again, it just shows you how much Marion Center trusts their offensive line. They just said, hey, boys, just run over the Trojans, and they did.
So with 6:05 left in the first half, Marion Center increases its lead to 34-14. And an extra point attempt is coming for the Stingers off the leg of Reckenbach. Out of Ryan's hold, there's the kick. And it is good. It's Marion Center 35, Saltsburg 14 on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92, U92radio.com.
Ben Costin.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
Brought to you by The Locker Room at Diamond Medical Supply, official supplier for Team Medical Supplies, Oakland Avenue, Indiana.
Marion Center increases its lead 35-14 over Saltsburg. Tristan, it's a score fest tonight so far.
Absolutely, but it seems to be a little one-sided, Todd, with the Stingers 35 and Saltsburg 14. But anything can happen, although you have to hope that the Salzburg Trojans are able to step it up a little bit, or it is going to be a long ride back home.
Well, Angelo is back there, and he's probably going to do his best to get him back in it. The actual drive is going to, this kick will be fielded by another Bartolini brother back at the 20-yard line and capturing him around the ankles and hauling down the Trojans' number 10, Rocco Bartolini, is Gavin Palco, who's been all over the field for Marion Center. Saltsburg with a more traditional start for one of these drives, the 20-yard line.
It's odd to say that, a more traditional start. Most of these drives have started pretty deep in the opposing team's territory, roughly around the 30 for each opposing team.
All right, here come the Trojans from their 20. Clock shows 5:59 left in the half. They trail at 35-14. And here come the Trojans. That new quarterback out there, it is. The handoff is going to be to Gino Bartolini, who will stretch it forward to the 24-yard line. And no, that was still Stats at quarterback for the Trojans. So Gino with a pickup of close to 5 yards. Give him 4, make it 2nd down and 6. And up to the line they come once more. Empty set backfield, men on either wing, both Bartolini brothers, and here comes Gino in motion. It's his carry. He'll cut it up the field. He's got a 1st down, and he loses the football again as he tries to stretch forward for extra yardage, and Marion Center is, I believe, on the ball, but the officials haven't signaled. Salzburg coaches up here beside us saying that ball was a downed ball.
And I think that they're right. I think that whenever...
No, they're saying it's a fumble.
Wow. That's a close call. I thought that the ground was the one that knocked that ball out, but I guess not. To be fair, the referees are a little bit closer to the action than us, so I would probably take their word. on what happened on that play.
Marion Center forces yet another turnover in this football game, and all of the other ones they've converted into points. And that is the 4th turnover by Saltsburg. Marion Center at the 34-yard line of the Trojans, leading it 35-14 with 5:11 to go. Well, this would be a real dagger if they could punch it in.
Absolutely. I think we could start seeing some of the backups come in.
Nah, you're not gonna. Not against the Salzburg team. You know, Salzburg's gonna come at you. Ryan back to pass. Salzburg comes at him there.
At which?
All the way back at the 45, the sack by the Trojans. Angelo was back there. A couple of other fellas. It's kind of hard to say who got him, but that is a loss all the way back to the 45. So that's an 11-yard loss on the sack. And Salzburg's getting a little fired up. I think they're tired of being pushed around here.
I think they heard me saying that I think that the Stingers are going to bring out their second team. They said, well, wait up. Hold on. We'll show you what Trojan football is all about. And they showed me there. They did a fantastic job. And that's not the first time they've gotten to Ryan in this game, Todd. There are multiple sacks for the Trojans in this game so far. I probably expect to see that continue.
Well, they brought everybody. Let's see if they're doing it again and if the Marion Center Stingers are going to try to pop one here. There's a whistle, and a timeout is called by the Stingers. 4:20 left in the first half, 35-14. When we return on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92Radio.com.
Know that we are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're fully staffed, and we're here for everybody every day, all night.
IRMC's emergency department is always open and always safe.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Locker Room at Diamond Medical Supply, official supplier for Team Medical Supplies, Oakland Avenue, Indiana.
Marion Center in good field position after recovering the fumble. However, the sack is all the way back to the 45, and on second down, Ryan is back to pass. He's got his man out in the flat and out to the 40, to the 35, making a move to the 30, adjusting across the field, another move. Oh boy, what dancing here, and they've got all the way down to first down yardage and more. Inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line. That's TJ Lynn again, who's been really big catching the football for Marion Center in this second half, as he is brought down all the way inside the 15 at the 12-yard line. That is a 33-yard gain.
And that's talking about, down the field. What about across the field, Todd? He went from the near side of the field all the way to the far side of the field on that run, noticing that everybody was swarming to the near side. Great vision by the receiver. I believe that was number 11, TJ Lynn, once again. We've been calling his name almost all night.
It's his third big reception of this first half, and Marion Center has first and 10 at the Saltsburg 12-yard line. Just a flip out there by Ryan, who now lines his football team up, and he's going to hand it on the end around and right up the center of the field and in the end zone, untouched for the Marion Center Stingers, the touchdown. And that is Justin Peterson once more. He goes 12 for the TD. His second score of the night. Look at Marion Center go tonight, and the Trojans just have not had an answer defensively, as Reckenbach gets ready to kick it again. And this place is quiet with no fans. Man, it's hard to figure out what's going on the football field. You can't react off of them. There's a miss on the extra point attempt. It's Marion Center 41, Salzburg 14. Still 3:39 left in the first half on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night, 92.5 FM U92, U92Radio.com.
Perhaps the time will...
Nestled in the heart of Indiana County, the Indiana County Technology Center serves over 400 students from 8 sending schools across the county. The evolution of our programs follow industry trends, fulfilling unique workforce needs right here in our own backyard. The ICTC is empowering tomorrow's workforce with an engaging, real-life approach to career and technical education. We offer 13 high-demand program areas and a variety of career pathways. Employable, certified, and driven. That is what an ICTC graduate looks like.
Smith Lewis Chess & Company is proud to support our local team. Since 1988, Smith Lewis Chess & Company has been supporting their clients through good times and bad, along their individual paths of growth.
We're still in the second quarter, right?
Lewis Chess & Company, your success is their business.
Try not to sound too excited, Todd.
The second quarter.
And Saltsburg will return it out to the 36-yard line, and that was Angelo Bartolini, who has broken one already tonight. Actually, that kick return was by someone other than Angelo. Hard to believe, isn't it?
That is very hard to believe. Angelo has been fantastic tonight. I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but I expect to see him do even more as the season goes on. This kid is like nothing else I've seen in high school football.
That's a 20, and I don't have a 20 on my roster for Saltsburg. So at any rate, the football out to the 36-yard line. Clock shows 3:34 left in this first half. Marion Center with a 41-14 lead. And out of the gun, Stats. He looks down the center of the football field again. Stingers are there. Intended for Gino Bartolini, but two Stingers had the best shot at that football.
And once again, across the middle of the field, Ty Ryan looking for that interception, but it has eluded him so far. I'm telling you, the Trojans need to stop throwing it down the middle of the field where he is at, or else it is going to be picked eventually. It is at his fingertips every single time it is thrown his way.
All right, it is. 1st and 10 from the 35. Here come the Trojans, going to take another shot at it. See if they can't get this offense rolling. Snap and rolling to his left. Little lob. He's got his man. Oh, not able to hold on to the football, though, for Saltsburg. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans. Clock will stop at 3:23 left in this first half. Trojans trailing it 41-14 and trying to get some offense. That's the thing about Saltsburg. The way they design their offense, they've got plenty of opportunity. Then the way this game has gone, they'll have opportunities to get some scores. And I know it seems odd to say at 41-14 you're not out of it, but I don't think they are just yet.
No, not with all those Barnolini brothers on that side of the field. I would never, ever count the Trojans out. I tried to, but then they proved to me that you can absolutely not count them out.
On 3rd and 10 now. Stats will take the snap out of an empty set. Looking into the center of the football field. Now rolling out. He dropped the football, and he's going to fall on it. And I believe the Trojans got that football back, but they will have to punt it now. Gino and Stats both got on the football.
Another dropped ball, Todd. When are we going to stop seeing them drop the ball? They need to keep control of that ball. A lot of jitters, I know. You know, first week of the season and whatnot, but you got to calm down. You cannot give teams like Marion Center opportunities. That's why the score is the way that they is, because they keep being given opportunities to score with these turnovers.
Clock rolls at 2:45 left in the first half. Punt formation for the Trojans. And the Stinger return men will stand at their 40-yard line. Snap is a good one. Kick will roll off the side of his foot, but take a good Saltsburg roll and inside the 40 of the Stingers and down at about the 38-yard line. Marion Center will get the football back, leading at 41-14 with 2:23 left in this first half. Marion Center with the offensive possession again. And boy, Saltsburg defense really wants to stand up here and keep the Stingers off the board for the rest of this first half.
You don't need to do that. You don't want to go into that locker room thinking that you gave up, 48 unanswered points, or not unanswered, but giving up that many points before the half is just not something you want to go into the locker room with.
Ryan under center, Palco is his single back, and they don't have enough guys on the football field. They'll rush someone on. Play clock has expired. Did the Stingers call timeout in time? No, they're going to get the delay of game. It's their first penalty of the night.
Which I would argue is why the score line is the way that it is. Trojans need to clean up their football act if they don't want to have every single game this season go like this.
That's the first game of the season, and there's a long, long way to go.
Absolutely.
And coaches will tell you that the biggest improvement in a football team comes from week 1 to week 2. So we'll find out if that will be the case for each of these teams. First and 15 for Marion Center now. And Ryan under center with Palco as his back. And he'll turn, he'll hand it to him, and he is met and driven backwards by that Trojan defense. They come at you, and they got him back at they're going to give him the progress to the 32-yard line. And so it's a pickup of about a yard, make it second down and 14.
And something that I like that you highlighted, Todd, is, it may sound like I've been praising Marion City a lot, or Marion Center a lot, but just remember, they too have made multiple mistakes in this game, so I'm excited to see what happens in week 2. This team improves and whatnot on the mistakes they've made tonight.
Second down 14 for the Stingers, and Ryan is going to go back to pass, and he'll take it long. And, boy, that ball is caught. I don't think the defender knew that it was coming down, but it was, and all the way down to the 25-yard line before they catch him. I don't know if that was a deliberate deception out there by Justin Peterson or what, but that was a pretty reception, and it was right up against the defender, and it takes the football all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Another fantastic dot. Todd, I'm saying it time and time again. Folks are going to get tired of hearing me say it, but Ryan is so accurate with these passes. Short, long, mid-range, it does not matter. This kid knows where to put the ball.
That was 40 yards on the reception to Peterson. First and 10, Marion Center. And here's the pass out into the flat, and T.J. Lynn and Trojans shut him down there. Stoller one-on-one, and he drops Lynn for a loss back to the 37-yard line.
That was a beautiful open field tackle. Great job by the Trojans in that play.
Clock rolls to the 1-minute mark. It's second down and 11. Back to pass again is Ryan. There's the rush. He steps up and avoids it and then cuts it outside. He's inside the 25-yard line and driven out of bounds by Rocco Bartolini. Football down to the 20 they're going to give him. Make it third down. That'll stop the clock. They'll need 4 for the first. Well, actually, it does not stop the clock. He must not have gotten out of bounds. So third down and 4 from the 20. 31 seconds left. And taking his time to get into that shotgun is Ryan. Snap rolls back to him. He fields it. Now he'll go for the end zone. He's got his man. It is caught. Touchdown. Getting free in the secondary for the touchdown. His third of this first half is Justin Peterson.
That was another great pass by Ty Ryan, folks. This kid is showing me that he can put the ball basically wherever he wants. I remember during the pregame I didn't take him as a Patrick Mahomes, but you know what? Maybe he's making me eat my words. Maybe you heard me say that and said, I'm going to show this kid exactly what I can do.
47-14 Reckenbach for the extra point for Marion Center. And that one will be blocked. And coming through there for the Trojans to make that block. I believe that was Braden Yard. I'm not certain. But I do know this. It is 47-14 Marion Center. Clock showing 16.6 seconds left in the first half. We take time out here in an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Diamond Medical Supply, official supplier for Team Medical Supplies, Oakland Avenue, Indiana.
Trojans return it to the 41-yard line, and with 15.4 seconds to go, Saltsburg has one last chance here in this first half, trailing it by 47-14. Football actually now back at the, they're going to lay it down at the 42. So, once more to the line of scrimmage, and once more an empty set backfield for the quarterback stats. Gino Bartolini in motion will get the handoff, try the left side. And Marion Center's going to string him out. He's just going to take a guy on his hip and roll with him. And he carried him for a couple of more yards out across the 45. And the clock rolls, and the first half expires. It was a pickup of 7 yards for Gino. But the first half clock expires. The Marion Center Stingers with a big half. And they lead it by a score of 47-14. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night here on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
If you want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital team will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Now enjoy the game.
Well, we're
Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities.
Is this the right thing? Why not? Because I have the horn fight.
We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and
It's been confirmed. The radio doesn't work all the time.
Here's a mouthpiece.
It's okay, it's not a shorty. It's not a shorty, so you guys don't have to.
After a whole quarter.
You guys don't have to be.
I'm doing full quarter. No.
Yeah, Polly.
It took them 2 plays to cover those 34 yards. It was a 3-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Ty Ryan. That came after a 31-yard pass all the way down to the 6-yard line, and a penalty by Saltsburg made it first and goal at the 3. The touchdown run by Ryan made it 28-7 after the kick. A big highlight for Saltsburg after that, Angelo Bartolini took the ensuing kickoff, went 83 yards on it, the kick return for the score. The kick was good, and the Trojans trailing only 28-14 at that point. Marion Center getting the football, though. A big return from Justin Peterson as he got it all the way down to the Saltsburg 24-yard line. He went 65 yards on that kickoff. So an 83-yard return by Angelo Bartolini for the score, but Marion Center answers with a 65-yard kickoff return. They get it at the Trojans 24, and a few plays later they were in the end zone again. Second touchdown of the night from 3 yards out for Ty Ryan. The kick was good. It was 35-14 at that point. Trojans lost the football on a fumble on the next possession. Marion Center taking over again at the Saltsburg 34-yard line. And after a sack, the Saltsburg Trojans looked to be in pretty good shape, but then a 33-yard catch and run for T.J. Lynn of Marion Center. Beautiful run by him, came up the left sideline and then adjusted across the field, a couple of moves, and managed to go the whole way across the field, but 33 yards up further. And that put it at the 12-yard line. Justin Peterson on the counter went 12 for the touchdown, 41-14 at that point. The Trojans get the football at their 36, a couple of incomplete passes, and then a fumble recovery for a 6-yard loss, so that stopped any momentum that they might have gotten on that drive. The punt gave Marion Center the football at their 38-yard line, and they took it up the football field 62 yards for the score. The big play, well, there were actually a couple of them. A 40-yard pass, once again, to Justin Peterson, and then Peterson with a 26-yard touchdown reception. That sets our halftime margin at 47-14 Marion Center. And so the Stingers with the big lead. It will be Saltsburg football as we start the second half of this football game. So we're back in a couple of moments. At the half, it is 47-14. Marion Center with the lead on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night on 92.5 FM.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Esteemed in the insurance industry. When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? Call Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency, 2 locations, Saltsburg and Blairsville.
True peace of mind comes knowing that your roof is secure. Come to CRW Home Center and inquire about CertainTeed's lifetime limited warranty on landmark shingles in a variety of colors. CRW Home Center, Martha Street.
Do you want other scores?
Yeah.
All right. Homer Center 46, United 6.
It is Homer Center taking on the United Lions, and the Wildcats up 46-6 in that football game. And Marion Center, rather Penns Manor, has opened a 22-17 lead over Blairsville in that contest. And, of course, we wrap up those games, this game, all of our Heritage Conference games, Indiana High 2, tomorrow on our Luther Ford Coach's Corner program on AM 1450 WDID and 100.3 FM. Well, we've got Tristan with us for his first action as color man here on our game of the week on U92. Tristan, you took a look at this football game. I don't know what your expectations were coming in, but tell us what the first half did for you.
Thanks, Todd. I was going to say, so when I came into this game, I expected this to be, I'll admit, a little bit closer. These teams looked relatively similar, even though last year at around the same time, these teams did match up, and Marion Center walked away with the victory. Marion Center and the Stingers have definitely impressed me, especially quarterback Ty Ryan. I'll be the first to admit, a 5'11 junior. I wasn't expecting a whole lot of this quarterback, but man, did he absolutely show me what he is capable of. Multiple touchdowns, rushing and passing, able to put the ball seemingly wherever he wanted. He would just point and shoot, basically, when it came to throwing that ball, and running it was just as easy for the Stingers, with Palco just running the ball wherever he wanted. The 6-foot-tall, 190-pound senior just pushing everybody over like they were Jenga blocks. And the Trojans, I personally think that the reason why they're out of this right now is just sloppy football, and that's just, showing you the rust from the elongated waiting period for them to have the season start. And I imagine that the Trojans will put up more of a fight definitely tonight. There were multiple times that I thought that they were out of it, but they came back and showed me that the Trojans are not going to go out of this game without a fight, and they have shown it. All of the Bartolini brothers have came out tonight and have proven that they are a force to be reckoned with. I'm excited to see this Trojan team down the stretch during the regular season, but both teams need to clean up their act in terms of turnovers, penalties, both teams having many issues, turnovers. They need to get all that out now, because if it goes down the road and none of that is cleaned up, they will absolutely struggle for the rest of this season.
All right, it's at halftime. It is 47-14. Marion Center with the lead. 3:05 to go, and we're going to take a timeout, come back. Second half action is on the way. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Are you driving less?
Yes.
Are you paying too much for auto insurance?
Yes.
Have you thought about changing?
I have, but it seemed like such a hassle.
At Walbeck Insurance, they make shopping for insurance simple. Walbeck Insurance has multiple companies that provide usage-based auto insurance. Simple. Your team at Walbeck Insurance will find the right company and program just for you. Now, isn't that simple? Call Walbeck Insurance today at 724-479-9378. Walbeck Insurance.
Where are you here, miss? Right there to Walt.
Did you all get your own camera? Yeah. Okay. Whenever you guys have a
And a whole lot more, including got free internet, the internet solution you've been looking for, and the Indiana County Technology Center. They've got your trade at ICTC, Heritage Conference Football on air and online from your hometown radio station, and Renda Digital and Broadcasting. Now enjoy the game. You've been listening to the Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart Halftime Report, presented by Colonial Motor Mart on North 4th Street in Indiana, and Colonial Toyota, West Pike Road and Old 422 West in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience.
Adding up some of the numbers from this football game, our First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. First Commonwealth Bank time to be first to Marion Center, piling up 269 yards of total offense. And that includes 8 out of 9 through the air, 172 yards, and 4 touchdowns in that first half from quarterback Ty Ryan. And that one pass that was incomplete was actually the interception at the 1-yard line by Stuller that stopped that opening drive for Marion Center. So pretty successful on the ground or through the air for Marion Center. Leading rusher in the first half, Gavin Pelko with 35 yards. Justin Peterson had 25, Brady Tonkin 21, and Ryan had 16. That's 97 yards on the ground, so 269 yards of total offense for Marion Center. I'm in the process of compiling the stats for the Saltsburg Trojans. I can tell you that Gino Bartolini rushed for 26 yards and Angelo Bartolini for 27 in that first half, so there's 53 yards there. And the quarterback stats with another 33 yards. So what did I say? 13 and 3 is 16. 5 and 3 is 86 yards on the ground for Saltsburg in the first half. I do not have the numbers just yet for stats through the air for the Trojans. Quickly, let me zip through here and see if I can't add those up. There's 22 on that reception. And another 12 is 34. 15 more is 49 yards through the air as we get set for a second half kickoff coming up here in just a moment. And That was it, 49 yards through the air for the Trojans. So let's add those up, and we'll give them to you after we get this second half underway. Here comes the kick from Reckenbach of the Marion Center Stingers. Salzburg getting the football, trailing 47-14. Let's see what they did in the locker room at halftime to maybe juice up the offense a little bit. The kick is going to roll out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, so they'll put this one most likely out at the 35, give the Trojans the football there. Trailing 47-14. Obviously, this first drive of the second half, every drive is going to be big for the Salzburg Trojans.
Absolutely, and the most important part, they need to stop these Stingers. Stingers have, in terms of offense, have done basically whatever they wanted. Run, pass, it all just seems to work, and the Trojans need to be able to look up and down the field and go, you know what, we need to be able to stop this offense.
135 total yards in the first half for the Salzburg Trojans, and a big 83-yard kickoff return for Angelo Bartolini. So here we go, second half underway. Trojans take the football at the 35-yard line, and with the run, here comes Angelo Bartolini into the secondary. Stingers will catch up with him there, but he's out across the 40, out to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. That's good positive yardage on first down for the Trojans. Looks like the same basic lineup for the Trojans, as Bartolini, they actually gave him 8 yards on that. So he lowered that shoulder, got an extra 1 or 2. Here they come again. Salzburg needs scores, needs them fast. Empty set backfield again. No, actually, Angelo is back there. Gino is on the right wing on second down. And Stats wants to throw. He goes long, and there's a wrestling match out there. Ball pops free as the corner stopped up short, and the receiver had to turn into a defensive back there in order to knock that football away. I believe the intended receiver was Stoller. Yes, it was. And he's going to walk off the field on the sideline as we have third down and short coming up.
Justin Peters there on the coverage, or Peterson, excuse me, on the coverage, and he did a great job when it came to being able to just step up and make a play on the ball. Unfortunate they didn't come away with it. I believe that he's came away with at least 1 or 2 interceptions so far in this game.
Third down and 2 for the Trojans, and try to keep this drive alive. Fumbled in the backfield. Quarterback Stats had difficulty handling that snap, had to fall on it, and so another missed opportunity for Salzburg as the football is back at the 38-yard line. That's a loss of 5 on the fumbled snap, and so fourth down, and it looks like they will punt. And that's Tristan Rossler getting set to handle that chore. Back deep for Marion Center, TJ Lynn and Justin Peterson. They'll stand at their 30. There's the snap and the punt by Rossler. It's a high one. It'll be fielded at the 33-yard line, and Lynn is brought down immediately. Good coverage by the Trojans. Try to get a number for you. And that was Rocco Bartolini. So football at the 34 for Marion Center after the Salzburg punt. Stingers lead it by a score of 47-14. 10-20 left in this third quarter. And Ryan remains the quarterback. Palco is his back. Peterson is in motion, gets it, and there's another great play by Salzburg, getting through it defensively. Nice job there by Joe Biedick. He's made a couple of big stops and got him deep in the backfield. They're going to give him progress to the 28-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of 6 for the Stingers.
Todd, you have to ask, can the Trojans capitalize on this? They do this every single drive, if not most of the drives. They make a big stop, they make a big play, but then they let the Stingers get right back into it. They need to wall up and be able to make a stop right here, right now, if they don't want to fall out of this game entirely.
Trojans have a bit of an advantage on this drive. It's second down and 16. Ryan is back to pass. He wants to come long. Stoller is out there. Oh, boy, the receiver was there, And it just was beyond the reach of T.J. Lynn behind the secondary, and he could not hole it in, and so it'll be 3rd down and long for Marion Center. And from this position on the football field, a punt would most likely come from about the 15-yard line, and so the Trojans are looking to make a stop here and get themselves some good field position. 3rd down coming up, 16 to go. Twins go wide right. Man in the slot right as well. Ryan under center. He's going to turn, and this pass. Oh, what a play! Did he catch it? He did! Oh, man! What a play by the Saltsburg Trojans. Is that Santino Bartolini who made that?
Number 32.
That's Santino. He came from that left side on the pass. It was right in front of him. He smashed it up into the air, grabbed it. Oh, what a great athletic play. And Saltsburg, with a big turnover, gets the football at the Marion Center 15-yard line.
The Stingers have been running that play all night, Todd. They just, quarterback steps back, throws to the flats to an open player, and the Trojans were able to sit on it and make a fantastic play.
9:23 to go, and so the Trojans did not score with their first possession, but now they're at the Marion Center 15. 1st and 10. Gino Bartolini comes in motion, has to dip the shoulder, now come back outside. He does get back to the line of scrimmage. Look at him churn the legs. He gets inside the 15 to the 14, down to the 11-yard line. So Gino, he was trapped in that backfield, spun out of it, and then just used his strength to get down to the 11. That is a pickup of 4. It is 2nd down and 6.
Trojans are very lucky that Bartolini is such a gifted athlete. That they have run that play multiple times, and maybe we should think about spicing it up a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if throw the ball in this situation, but maybe try something else.
And the quarterback stats will be in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, keep it himself. He's inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. I don't know that he got 1st down yardage, but he's going to be very close. Right on the 5, and I believe that is enough for a 1st down. 6 yards on the carry, and it is 1st and goal. Trojans at the 15-yard line. Now they trail it 47-14, so they want to punch this in and make a defensive stop and try to put Marion Center back on their heels a little bit. Gino Bartolini, Angelo in the backfield now, behind the quarterback Stats, who's under center. And on 1st down, here comes Gino. Gino makes an inside move, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Gets too close to the 3-yard line before he's brought down. In on that tackle for Marion Center was Liam Cornetto, sophomore, defensive back. 2nd down and goal to go just outside the 3-yard line.
I'll admit I'm not Coach Leisure, but if I was in his mind right now, I would be saying, give the ball to Bartolini. He has done it all night. Give the ball to him, let him punch it in, then make another great defensive stand. That's what I would be doing if I was him.
Well, you've got 2 Bartolinis to choose from out of that backfield, Gino and Angelo. Right now the backfield is empty, and both those gentlemen are on either wing. Stats will send Gino in motion. There's the handoff. Gino, oh man, he just absolutely leveled a guy. He is to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Gino Bartolini. Got the football in the backfield with traffic around him and just cut it up. Ran into a guy at the 1 and knocked him backwards. And Gino gets to the end zone. The touchdown by the Trojans, and they turn a turnover into points.
Fantastic. This is absolutely what they needed right now at this point in the game. Expect to see this continue. If the Trojans want to come back, they need to start capitalizing on the Stingers becoming a little complacent and trying to just run the same play over and over again.
Rossler's extra point attempt out of the hold of Stats. Snap is good. The hold is too. The kick is, it looks good. No, it's not. It's off to the right. So the kick no good. 47-20. Marion Center the lead. Salzburg coming off the score. 7:20 left in the 3rd quarter. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Christy Sweet.
Maybe you've heard of the Colonial Experience, but did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Or contact the S&T Solution Center.
Normally does, so. Good for them.
Luxembourg's Indiana's jeweler. And now back to the stadium.
And as anticipated, Salzburg comes out, try to pull a trick on him and run the onside kick. I think the Trojans were offsides on it. The Stingers did recover, but did they whistle that dead before they even got there? Looks like they did, and that's a big break for the Trojans because they'll get to kick this one again. Drive summary driven by Colonial family of dealerships, Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota. In Indiana, you'll love the Colonial experience. So the Trojans get the football after the interception at the Marion Center 15. They go 15 yards in 4 plays in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. The score by Gino Bartolini makes it 47-14, or 47-20, I should say. Now the Trojans going to kick it off, and it will roll down the sideline and out of bounds. Marion Center will get the football at the 35-yard line. So, Trojan defense, they created a turnover last time. They trail it here by 27 points with 7:20 to go. Let's see what they can do defensively, and if Marion Center can put together some offense here and maybe chew up some clock.
I see that one of the referees is trying to figure out what's going on. I think somebody might want to remind him that the ball is going to go to the 35.
He's standing on the 40 right now. He'll walk it back from that 40-yard line, 5 yards.
Let's see if Ty Ryan can rebound from that mistake, and that's what separates the good football players from the mediocre ones, is being able to rebound from your mistakes and learn from them.
He put it at the 40. All right. So Ty Ryan will step under center. Now they've got personnel problems for Marion Center. They're one guy short. And they're going to send Reckenbach out there and line him up in the backfield. They'll send Tonkin in motion, and he'll get the pitch to the right side. There's the Trojans in the backfield again. And knocking him down is Angelo Bartolini. That is a big loss. And so the Trojan defense forcing Marion Center backwards. And that loss is going to be 7 yards. Brady Tonkin got that handoff, but Angelo Bartolini played so well off that block and defeated the blocker and caught up to the runner. 2nd down and 17 for Marion Center. 6:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Stingers lead it 47-20. Ryan under center. Takes the snap, drops to pass. Inside pass and a collision. On the slant, it is incomplete. Intended receiver was T.J. Lynn, and on the defense was David Stuller. 3rd down and 17 coming up. Just what the Trojan defense needs. The Stingers obviously want to chew up the clock and get themselves a few first downs.
And passing the ball probably isn't the right idea if you're trying to eat up the clock. With that drop, the clock now stops, and you have to, consider maybe pushing the ball a little bit farther down the field in this play.
Single back behind T.J. Ryan. Or Ty Ryan, I should say, and he'll get the handoff and be stopped after a gain out to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line, Gavin Pelko. And so 4th down in a punt situation for Marion Center, a 5-yard gain for Pelko, an interior line of the Saltsburg Trojans. Several fellows teaming up to bring him down. And 4th down return man back to the 25-yard line. And Marion Center to punt. And this kick off the side of the foot and is going to roll dead. It's a good Saltsburg roll because it just sort of fluttered out and ends at about the 48-yard line of the Trojans. And so they'll get good field position. After having scored once already in this first half, it's Trojans football trailing 47-20 with 5:48 left in this third quarter. And here's a whistle and a timeout called. And who's calling this timeout? We aren't absolutely certain, but they're sending the teams off the field, so let's take time out. It is 47-20 Marion Center. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
Salzburg Trojans after the Marion Center punt. Trojans have the football at their 48, trailing 47-20. And take another shot at it offensively. Stats, the quarterback, and the handoff, and there's Gino again. Gino Bartolini. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, does stay on his feet and gets close to the 50, but it's a short gain for Marion Center, or for Salzburg. On the play by Bartolini. Coming up out of the secondary to make that stop was Pelko. So they're going to give Gino about a yard. Second down and 9, maybe 2. But second and long, we know that for the Trojans. Gino is now in the backfield beside his quarterback Stats. There's a handoff, breaking one tackle. That's actually Angelo Bartolini, but not able to get away. It's a great defensive play by Marion Center. And as soon as that kid turns, we'll be able to get his number, tell you who it was. It was
54.
A nice play there by Marion Center. You said 54?
Yes.
Landon Bennett?
That would be him, the junior, the 5'8" junior. Making a great play. That's grips, strength, people. Grip, strength for those defensive players is key. He was able to grab onto that jersey. He did not let go until that quarterback came tumbling down.
That's a 3-yard loss. It is third down and 12 from the 45-yard line. They need the Marion Center 43 for the first down. Twins right. Stats in the gun. Takes the snap, looks to pass. Inside rush. He can't get away. Now he does. Good play by Stats, and he launches down the field looking for his intended receiver. Pass was short, but Stats launched it as far as he could on the run like that. Receiver came back and was not able to pull it in. Rocco Bartolini actually coming up over the back of the defender to make sure that he did not pick it off, but it's going to be fourth down and 12 for the Trojans. The clock stops with 4:12 left in the third quarter.
And Todd, do you know the defender that was in for that play? That was, of course, number 3, Ty Ryan, once again making a fantastic play on defense. He did such a great job with that in the past drives. And again, I cannot believe that this kid does not have a single interception yet.
So a punt situation here for the Trojans. Tristan Russler will stand at his 34-yard line. Return men at the 25 and the 30 for Marion Center. And Trojans adjusting their punt team here. And I thought they were doing something tricky. They were. They set up a short snap, and I think Marion Center sniffed it out. Now they're going to say that it was just too much time. They get the delay of game penalty as they try to set up the trick play short snap to Gino. Instead, it's a 5-yard penalty, and it turns into 4th and 17.
Now, some would be scratching their head thinking, why would they be giving a short snap to a guy that's going to run with the ball? And Todd, I would say that Gino is the best guy on that team to give a short snap like that to. He could probably drag the whole team for an extra 5 yards if he really wanted to.
All right, so the punter stands back now at the 30-yard line. They will kick it away. Short punt will take a good Saltsburg roll all the way inside the 30-yard line to the 25, and Marion Center will take over there. Clock showing 4:02 left, third quarter, 47-20. Stingers lead it. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is an urgent care facility next to the Chestnut Ridge Golf Resort and Conference Center. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And ladies, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in October, but it's a good time for us to remind you that they do have mammogram facilities, 3D mammograms at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. It's one of the many services they offer, along with urgent care for the treatment of minor injuries and minor illnesses. Do check them out. Physical therapy services available. The lab works 7 days a week as well. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. 4:02 left in the third quarter. Handoff and trying to make it outside is Justin Peterson, and he does. He gets away from the defender, and he's out to the 40, the 50-yard line, to the 30-yard line, to the 20, giving chase, trying to catch him, finally do at the 10, dragging him down at the 3-yard line. Who was it that didn't give up? I'm guessing it was Rocco Bartolini, but I'm not sure. No, it was Stats who would not give up on that long, long run by Justin Peterson. 72 yards for Peterson on that carry. I'm going to take a guess who's the leading rusher in the game now.
Oh, man, it has to be a close battle between Gino and your number one favorite, Justin Peterson. But
the guy just ran at 72. First and goal from the 3. Now getting caught in the backfield again. That Salzburg rush comes on strong. And they're going to make him earn it. That was Palco being stopped for a loss of a yard. So second and goal now from the 4-yard line for the Stingers. 3:10 left in the third quarter. They lead this football game by a score of 47-20.
And when it comes to Pearson, you really have to respect that it's not just the, being the leading rusher in the game, which, isn't a bad stat to have, but he's also made fantastic plays on defense. Just a great all-around player.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line for the Stingers, and they'll readjust Tonkin to the left side wing now. Palco is the single back behind Ryan, who is under center. There is the flag. The clock is at 0, and so a delay of game penalty on Marion Center. So little first game thing happening there. Both teams have been caught a couple of times for that. So that'll make it second and goal from the 9-yard line. It's actually just inside the 10, but technically we're calling it the 9. Second down and goal for Marion Center. 2:38 left in the third quarter. Opening night of the football season. You can listen for game summary and conversations with the coaches from this one tomorrow morning on the Luther Ford Coaches Corner program on WDAD. On second down, fumbled the snap. Don't know who got there. Did Salzburg come up with this one or not? They're not overly excited, so we're going to say no. It's a loss of a yard on the fumbled snap. That is the 4th fumbled snap of the night by Marion Center, and it's a loss of a yard.
I can tell that Coach Rising's a little frustrated with his starting QB with another fumbled snap. I am sure that he's going to have quite a few words to talk to the starting quarterback whenever this one is over. Explain to him that maybe keeping a hold of the ball is a little bit more important.
Well, you never know who's to blame on those center snaps exchanges. It's third and goal from the 10, and there's the pitch. And getting back only to the 10, and maybe not even to there, is Justin Peterson. That was actually 4th down. So Salzburg holds after the football was at the 3-yard line. The Trojans are going to take over on downs and get the football at the 11-yard line. Nice play by the Trojans defensively. They stand up. They get the football back. They've got a long way to go, though, with 1:35 left in this third quarter. They'll take over the football at the 10.
Last two kicked by the Stingers were misses, so let's see this one.
Oh, that was not fourth down? So they're actually, I thought it was. My apologies. It is a field goal attempt by the Stingers, and this one would be a field goal attempt covering 27 yards, and it is good from the left hash mark. Reckenbach with the field goal for Marion Center, and the Stingers have reached the 50-point mark. 50-20, the 27-yard field goal by Braden Reckenbach. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center, high school football Friday night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
I'm State Senator Joe.
Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
The only reason I didn't see the marker, I just saw them getting ready for a kick. I'm like, oh.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch.
After the field goal covers 27 yards, kick to the 19, where the Saltsburg Trojans take it over, looking for some space and not able to find much of it. Getting back to the 32-yard line is Rocco Bartolini, as Marion Center now leads at 50-20. And give some credit there to our man Reckenbach, because he has kicked very well. Braden Reckenbach is a sophomore at 5'11", 210 pounds. He'll also play some linebacker, some running back. Football out to the 32-yard line, close to the 33 for the Trojans. And it is 1st and 10 with 58.9 seconds left in the third quarter. 50-20, Marion Center. Here comes the Trojan offensive attack. Gino Bartolini to the right of his quarterback. And Stats will take the snap, look to throw. Roll to his right, he's got space. He's going to tuck it and go out of bounds after a pickup of only a yard or so. Just nothing there down the field. Of course, when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half. And Marion Center had the receivers covered. Clock will stop at 52 seconds, and they're going to say that he picked up 3 yards.
But folks, expect to see, maybe not for this quarter, but definitely next quarter, a lot of plays from Saltsburg, probably going to the sideline, hoping to maybe stop the clock a little bit more without the usage of timeouts.
So, with 52 seconds left in this third quarter, 2nd down and 7 for the Trojans. And rolling to his left this time, Stats looks to throw. He does, out into the flat. He's got his man. To the 40, that's a 1st down. Out to the 45-yard line, the 46, close to the 47 for the Trojans. Was that Angelo? I believe it was. Angelo Bartolini. Nice play. Very well executed by the Trojans.
Exactly, and Bartolini was wide open in the middle of that field.
And so that's out to the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 and 1st and 10. The snap, and he'll roll to his left and pitch it. Looking for space and finding a little bit and then making a little bit more. Bartolini out across the 50, down to the 45-yard line. Trojans putting something together. Gino gets it down to the Stinger 45. Pickup of 9. Now the clock of factor, we're inside 8 seconds to go. This third quarter is going to expire without another play. We played 3. It's Marion Center 50 and Saltsburg 20. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night on 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
The YMCA of Indiana County is proud.
Hello, friends. Scott Hillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Driving the football now into Marion Center territory. They'll face second down and 1 after the run by Gino Bartolini. Puts the football right on the 45-yard line of the Stingers. And so here come the Trojans from the sideline and right to the line of scrimmage. Gino is in the backfield beside his quarterback, Stats, who has 3 receivers to the left. He's going to follow Gino's block and get himself the first down. Lower the shoulder, drive forward his defender, and get it to the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 5 from Braden Stats.
When it comes to Gino, Todd, I don't know what's scarier, seeing Gino with the ball or seeing Gino come at you without the ball. That is a big, big man down there blocking. It's great to see him out there blocking for his quarterback.
First and 10 now from the Stinger 40-yard line. There's the snap. Stats rolls to his right. He's got a little bit of time. He releases. He's got his man. It's a short pass to the 35 and then stretching forward close to the 32-yard line. That's Gino Bartolini. So the Trojan offense gets rolling once again. On their second possession of this football game, they were moving the football like this, and, well, they managed to punch it in. And I think what you look at is you make a few too many mistakes, and that stops drives. Now there's the pitch and a first down. On the first carry of the night for our Salzburg's number, is that an 89? With that carry, maybe, I'm not sure who that is. What number is that you're seeing?
I think it's an 88.
It's a nice white jersey. Kevin Bruner. And now he's going to come the other way and make a couple of moves and slip through to the 20-yard line. And that is a Salzburg first down again. Or did they pull it back a little bit? They pulled it back, gave him 9.
A lot of fantastic running back athletes for Salzburg. They just seem to pick a guy on the team and say, hey, you want to carry the ball? And he says, yes, I'd love to. And another first down, or I guess close to it at least. 21
after the 9-yard gain. It is second down and a yard to go. 10:30 left in this fourth quarter. It's Marion Center 50, Salzburg 20, with the Trojans on the drive once more. And Stats will take the snap. He wants to throw. He's got his man turning, catching, driving it into the end zone. Touchdown, Salzburg Trojans. Is that Stuller? Who is that? That's a far piece away. It's kind of hard to read.
I think so. I think you're correct on that. I think it is Stellar.
I don't know. We'll check the number. I'm sure on video you folks can see that better than we can see it from here. We'll get the number for you, but the bottom line is the Trojans get themselves a quick score here early in this fourth quarter. They pull it to a 50-26 margin, and now they're lining up for a 2-point conversion. The pitch to Gino Bartolini, and he wants to throw. He's got his man on his knees. The 2-point conversion is good.
What a fantastic play. Todd, Gino can do it all. Pass, run, catch, it doesn't matter. This kid can do everything.
10:14 to go. The Trojans, with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, make it 50-28. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
There are lots of choices.
If you want to reach more customers, advertise your business affordably, increase sales, and grow your business, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Burdick, Vice President and General Manager. At Renda Broadcasting, our marketing and digital team will take your advertising to new heights. Your business will soar with Renda Broadcasting and Digital. So if you're just getting your business off the ground or your existing business is sputtering, let our team go to work for you. Call Renda Broadcasting and Digital at 724-465-4700.
Stifler has been helping people feel good again for over 25 years. 2 locations, Laurel Valley and Plumville. Call 724-397-9414.
Jammin' with today's best music. U92.5.
Well, mystery solved. Wearing number 88 now, Angelo Bartolini. His other jersey was torn and is unwearable. So his number 30 is gone. He's wearing number 88. And Angelo with the touchdown reception there. Very nicely done from Stats. And then the 2-point conversion off the pass from Gino Bartolini makes it 50-28. And here come the Trojans, and we'll see if they're going onside. Now they're going to kick it away and kick it deep, too, down the center of the football field, fielded by Ryan back at the 9-yard line. He's out to the 15 to the 20-yard line and then driven out of bounds at the 25. Marion Center getting the football there with a 50-28 lead.
And Ty, I remember you were saying that number 88 was quite a crisp and clean white jersey, so that must explain why. And putting on a new jersey because you were working too hard and ripped through the other one, I believe the youngsters say that is a pretty boss move.
Yeah, well, if you got a guy that can run and can make a play or two like that, he's not sitting on the bench until the fourth quarter. And so that was Angelo who did all of that. It's 1st and 10 now, Marion Center with the football at their 25-yard line, leading it 50-28. And let's see if the Stingers want to chew up the clock a little bit. The turn and the handoff is actually to Peterson around the end. He's into the secondary again. Makes a nice little spin move, and he's out to the 40, the 45. Breaks free to the 50, to the 45, and the 40. Out to the 30-yard line of the Trojans, and finally he's dragged down, all the way down at the 24-yard line of the Saltsburg Trojans.
My goodness.
Justin Peterson again.
Not surprising that he seems to be chilling out on the sideline a little bit after that run, and Todd, that's not surprising, being the rushing leader in this game. He must be exhausted.
51 yards on that carry. Earlier he had a 72-yard run. And he also has a pick 6 in this game, and he recovered a fumble, I believe, earlier. So what a night for Justin Peterson. It is 1st and 10, Marion Center at the Saltsburg 24-yard line. And Ty Ryan under center. He's going to take the snap, turn. And with the carry is Gavin Palco, who stretches it forward to the 20-yard line. Boy, awkward fall there from Stats. I hope he's okay. Yep, he's right back up. Boy, I hate to see anybody get hurt. And thankfully for Braden Stats, he's up and ready to go.
Absolutely, especially at the beginning of the season like this. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. Not, of course, at all, but at the beginning of the season, absolutely. You want everybody to be healthy, especially your starting quarterback.
2nd and 5 for the Stingers at the 20-yard line of the Trojans. 8:51 left. It should be 2nd and 6, actually. And on the end around with the carry, breaking free and struggling forward to about the 16-yard line for Marion Center. Is that Gavin Stewart?
I believe that was a Liam Cornetto.
Oh, Liam Cornetto.
The 5'6" sophomore, changing up a little bit, trying to keep the Trojans on their toes.
So he picks up 5. It's 3rd down and a yard now for the Stingers. They need just inside the 15 for the 1st down. 8:07 left in the 4th quarter. Palco is the single back behind his quarterback, Ty Ryan. He'll send Tonkin in motion. He'll fumble the football, go down to a knee to pick it up, but as soon as he did, the play was dead. And so he did struggle forward to 1st down yardage, but that won't go anywhere. It may even go backwards. Nope, just no gain. Another fumbled exchange between the center and the quarterback. What do you think is going to happen at practice this week for Marion Center?
Lots of snaps, lots of snap practices. And earlier I was thinking it was Ryan, but like you brought up, Todd, it could be the center or the quarterback.
It's just a matter of timing.
Absolutely, but the one thing is for certain, somebody will be doing lots of snaps in practice.
4th and a yard. Ryan is going to drive forward. It looks like he's got that first down inside the 15 to the 14 and close to the 13-yard line. And the Stingers keep the football. And the drive remains alive. 7:12 left in the fourth quarter. It is Marion Center 50 and Saltsburg 28. Tons of offense tonight. Few too many mistakes with the football for the Trojans, costing them. But both teams have been able to move the ball. Here come the Stingers on 1st and 10. From the 13-yard line, Ryan. And the handoff is to Palco, and he takes a couple with him to the 10-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards. Second and 7 on the way. Tomorrow morning, WDAD AM 1450, 100.3 FM. It is the Luther Ford Coaches Corner program. 8 to 10, I'll be there with Ward Hilliard. You can also pick it up online at WDADradio.com from the Trib Live High School Sports Network. On 2nd down, here's Tonkin on the end around. Tonkin slips through one and then drives through another and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. I said Tonkin, let's see when he turns around and I get a chance to see that number. Is that Peterson? Could that be? It is. It is Justin Peterson. So Justin Peterson with the touchdown run for Marion Center from 10 yards out. And what a night for Justin. As the Stingers stretch their lead now to 56 to 28. And Reckenbach coming back onto the football field to set up a kick attempt. Nope, they're actually going to run a play. Not sure why. The snap, and back to passes Ryan. Salzburg gets after him, and that's a play by the Trojans. Oh, they're going to call a face mask penalty. And Ryan is angry and
furious, definitely frustrated about something.
It's called, it's an intentional grounding is what they call. 6:04 to go. 56 to 28, Marion Center with the lead, and we'll try to calm everybody down, come back, have a kickoff after this. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday, 92.5 FM, U92 and U92Radio.com.
The Colonial Experience. But did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
That you'll need. Hoover Stone Quarry in Saltsburg.
Usually go this late?
Stone specialist.
56 to 28, Marion Center with the lead. Tristan, calling his first game ever with us here, said, does it usually go this late? No, we're usually done by now, but we don't usually score, 76 points? 56 and 28, so even more than that. 76 and 8 is 84 points in a game. Marion Center's kickoff, and Salzburg is going to field that football at the 41-yard line. And so that is where the Trojans will get it. The clock still showing 6:04 left.
Don't worry, folks. I am loving this. I have missed football so much during this lockdown of the nation, and I'm so happy to get any football, whether it was the NFL game the other night or this game right now. I'm just so happy to have football back.
Timeout on the field. It is the Stingers leading at 56-28, 6:04 left in the fourth on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Are you tired of dealing with no internet?
Nestled in the heart of Indiana County, the Indiana County Technology Center serves over 400 students from 8 sending schools across the county. The evolution of our programs follow industry trends, fulfilling unique workforce needs right here in our own backyard. The ICTC is empowering tomorrow's workforce with an engaging, real-life approach to career and technical education. We offer 13 high-demand program areas and a variety of career pathways. Employable, certified, and driven. That is what an ICTC graduate looks like.
Need medical attention, not necessarily emergencies, and many other services as well, including the lab, which is open 7 days a week, physical therapy, some doctors, specialists with offices there, including pediatrics. Much to do at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Get in, get out, and get better. And just a note for you that IRMC's physician group, Orthopedics, has 2 locations. So when you've been injured, whether it's a sports injury, or just an injury around the home, consider IRMC Orthopedics. You can give them a call at 888-452-4762. 1st and 10 for the Saltsburg Trojans. And Gino Bartolini's going to punch it up and get it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A pickup of 5 for Gino. 6:04 when this drive began, 5:40 right now, and the Trojans trailing at 56-28. The snap and the handoff is to Angelo Bartolini, and he's got room, and he makes the most of it. Bursts through a hole, and there he goes. Nobody catching Angelo Bartolini. Another long run for the very, very talented running back as he goes 54 yards, and it's another Salzburg score. He's got himself an 83-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Now that long run for a touchdown. And he just got a pass for a touchdown, so Angelo making it stand here for the Trojans, and here comes a kick attempt out of Rossler for Salzburg. 5:22 to go. And Tristan Rossler for the extra point. Snap and hold are good. Kick is up, and it is good as well.
Fantastic kick.
And it's 56-35 now. Marion Center. It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School football Friday night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Or where you are. CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch. Or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
For today's best music, U92.5.
Salzburg Trojans have closed to within 3 touchdowns. They'll kick it long, and Ryan will chase it down at the 10-yard line, retreat to the 5. Now turn it back up the field, each to the 15, the 20, and hit along that sideline, out of bounds after the 25, it looks like maybe the 27. Far sideline, they'll have to unpile some bodies. But look at it this way. With 5:22 left in the game, the Trojans had closed that very large deficit to just 3 touchdowns, 56-35. They have sort of found their stride here in this fourth quarter, and if they can put up quick scores like they just did, we just had a here's your drive summary, as a matter of fact, driven by Colonial family of dealerships, Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart in Indiana. You'll love the Colonial experience. That was 59 yards in 2 plays for Saltsburg, and that comes after another Saltsburg drive. And so 56-35, and the Stingers will get the football with 5:15 to go on their 26. Leading by 3 scores, and Ryan in the backfield is going to take the snap, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss. So here come the Trojans. Can they do it?
Definitely can't count them out, Todd, but I would definitely mention the fact you said that the Trojans are trying to find their stride, and that stride is giving the ball to Gino Bartolini, who has done everything so far in this game, and I can expect that if the Trojans want to come back at all, they have to give the ball to this kid.
Gino and Angelo. I mean, Angelo has been the big guy on the last couple of drives, and so here comes, after a loss of 1, Marion Center once more, and the clock rolls at 4.5. Watching the play clock, and they'll watch it go all the way down to 3 seconds before they make this snap. Ryan now will take it, and he's back to pass. He's being chased, and he's caught back at the 10, gets away, throws long in the center of the field. Oh, it should have been intercepted, but he could not hold on to it. At the 41-yard line, a chance for Salzburg to pick that ball, but not able to hold on to it for the Trojans was Matthew Izzo. And that would have been really, really big. Salzburg would have had that football right back. Matt was all by himself.
You watch the ball, it just came right at him and it bounced right off his chest. Man, you need to use your hands, bud. You need to use your hands to catch the ball. You can't use your chest or it'll bounce right off just like it did right there. Well,
it does stop the clock, though, with 4:18 to go. And Ryan will step under center, and it's 3rd down and 11 for the Stingers. Ryan sends a man in motion and hands it to him. It's Peterson again. Peterson is out to the 30, the 35, the 40-yard line, the 45. They have been having all kinds of trouble containing Justin Peterson tonight, and they're going to give him all the way out. Looks like right on the 50-yard line. That is a 24-yard gain for Justin Peterson. His long runs tonight have been absolutely phenomenal.
The blocking by the receivers is why Peterson's been able to get to the outside like that. You were able to see on that play T.J. Lynn, the lead blocker, on the near side on the corner, and that is why Peterson was able to get to the outside and was able to scramble out to the sideline on that play.
Justin Peterson had 25 yards at the half. His first carry of the second half was a 6-yard loss. But since that time, he's had a 72-yard run. He's had a 51-yard run. He's had a 10-yard touchdown run. And there was a 24-yard run. Here's Gavin Pelko try to work off a tackle. Nope. Not letting him do that was the Salzburg Trojans' Tasson Hawkins, who brings him down near the line of scrimmage. You might have squeezed a yard out of that, or a half. And 3:50 to go. The clock continues to roll. Salzburg's going to have to make a choice here. When do we want to stop it? No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They don't want to stop it just yet. And Marion Center will let that play clock roll down. It's at 18 seconds now, and the game clock at 3:35. Marion Center leads it 56-35. Now to the line of scrimmage, play clock at 8. Ryan will take the snap on the end around, spinning and not able to break free for the Stingers is Brady Tonkin. And so it'll be 3rd down for the Marion Center Stingers. And that was only a gain of a yard, so it's 3rd down and a long 7. .250 on a rolling clock. Football on the Salzburg end of the field at the 47. Motion man is Tonkin. It's his carry. He tries the left side this time. He's to the 45, now the 44-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down coming up. 2:30 on the rolling clock. It'll be 4th down and about 4. Stingers trying to chew up clock. The Trojans obviously can't wait to get their hands back on that football. And play clock is the important thing right now. It's at 21 seconds as the game clock drains. We're inside 2 minutes to go now. Stingers by 3 touchdowns.
I'm sure the Trojans can't wait to get the ball back to Angelo Barnolini, as he's been able to do all of it tonight.
They're going to call timeout with the play clock winding down. It's at 2, and that is when they call the time. 1:45 to go in the football game. Marion Center calls timeout, leading 56-35 on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
The Colonial Experience. But did you know that that begins before you even walk in the door? At shopcolonialcars.com, we bring you a convenient way to begin your car shopping experience. Browse our selection of vehicles, and then come on in for the rest of the Colonial Experience. That's a lifetime warranty, lifetime state inspections, and more on your new vehicle, and a promise to keep working for you, even after you drive off the lot. Because giving you unparalleled service is what we do. shopcolonialcars.com.
Tonight, Penns Manor defeats Blairsville 30-17. So Coach Bill Packer gets his first win of the season. And Adam Rising is looking pretty solid for Marion Center to get their first win as well. Stingers in punt formation, and they will pooch the football, which will bounce at the 14-yard line of the Trojans and be downed right there with 1:36 to go. Trojans get the football at their 14, trailing 56-35. So they have done some pretty special things. This would be extra special for them to be able to get back into this. But, you know, they didn't put their heads down at all when they got behind by a really, really large margin. The Trojans just kept plugging away at it. But Marion Center has taken advantage of some Trojans' mistakes, and they've turned the football over a few times. Marion Center made them into scores.
I think that's the most important part to take away from this game for the Trojans, is that at no point in this game did I think that the Trojans were just going to roll over and say, okay, we give up. No, they fought through every single second of this game.
All right, so nose of the football just shy of the 15-yard line with 1:36 to go. There's a whistle. And do we have a timeout? We do. Saltsburg will call it. They didn't have enough guys out on the football field, so the Trojans have to burn one up here. And they're actually going to put 2 guys out there. So they only lined up with 9. They did. They're going to go right back to play, though. And that young man, I think, who just came in, it's his first action of the night, and they had to tell him exactly where he needed to be. So Trojans with some backups in there right now. Get some varsity experience. And trying to figure out these numbers at this distance is going to be really, really hard.
I think that was number 28 on that play for the Trojans.
Corey Schmidt with the carry. And he managed to pick up close to 5 yards, give him 4, make it 2nd down and 6 with 1:07 left in the 4th quarter. Snap, a little bit of a bobble, and then the pass out to the flat, and it falls incomplete. New quarterback is Luke Woodring for Saltsburg. Pass intended out in that flat. I don't know who. I think that was maybe Jacob Guinness. Apologize if it wasn't, and if I messed your name up, Jacob.
Woodring was actually one of the players that I was going to highlight at the beginning of this game 5'9" freshman who plays both cornerback and quarterback, getting his first action for the night.
All right, and first varsity football action ever.
Wow.
All right, so that was an 89 out there for the Trojans. There's the snap, and Woodring will roll to his right on 3rd down and 6, and he put that ball out there pretty good, but it falls incomplete.
That was a bullet trying to fit that ball in tight. A little bit less sauce on that ball would have made it a little bit easier for the receiver to catch on that play.
So 4th down coming up. Clock will stop at 51.9 left in the football game.
Homer Center 1, 46-12.
Homer Center Wildcats defeat the United Lions 46-12 tonight. Our second final out of the Heritage Conference. Other games besides this one: Northern Cambria hosting Bishop Carroll. Purchase line is at West Shamokin. On 4th down, back to pass once again. Woodring rolls to his right, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. Receiver was hit just as it got to him. And I'm not quite sure who that receiver was. I think it might have been Tasson Hawkins. But incomplete, so Marion Center will take over on downs. 44.7 seconds left. And Marion Center Stingers on the way to their first victory of the season here in the Heritage Conference. Couple of knees and they ought to be done. Football at the 19 of the Trojans. And they will line up in the victory formation. Ty Ryan will take the snap, drop to a knee, and hand the football off. They'll need to do that one more time unless the referees, the officials, just let it go down before they blow the play clock, which is exactly what they do. And that will make it a final. The Marion Center Stingers defeating the Saltsburg Trojans 56-35 on opening night in the Heritage Conference. And our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school football Friday night. 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
At First Commonwealth Bank.
Pillsbury here with Colonial Toyota. I'm excited that our doors are finally open, and we're happy for all of our other local businesses too. We understand that buying a car right now may not be top priority for some, but for those looking for reliable transportation, we're here for you. With new Toyotas at 0% for 60 months and a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles, there's no better time to buy. So stop in at Colonial Toyota or visit us online at shopcolonialtoyota.com, where the experience can't be beat.
No matter who you are or where you are, CNB Bank makes it easy to take care of life's necessities, like paying Uncle Rick back for lunch, or depositing that paycheck for dog sitting. And even if you prefer to bank the more traditional way, we still rock that too.
Welcome to CNB Bank.
Experience better banking at CNB Bank.
Here's both perfect foods, but questions are often raised about which milk is best for you. Is low fat or non?
Laminate and hardwood flooring.
High school football.
Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area team, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
News from Indiana County and beyond. Weekday mornings
at 6, 7, and 8 here on U92.5 FM.
Our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. The final score tonight, Marion Center 56, Saltsburg 35. Lots of scoring in this football game. We'll do the game summary for you in just a couple of moments. We want to thank you for joining us tonight, and in a variety of formats, of course, here on the radio station at 92.5 FM, U92, online, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and that, of course, directly linked at u92radio.com, and video, our digital department. We want to thank all of the folks who came together to make that happen tonight. And it has been, well, you know, this season is going to be different for everybody, and we want to salute everybody who is coming together to make this happen. And Andy Hart is the man coordinating the video crew here tonight. We want to thank Sean Seaman and Caitlin Potts and Michaela Kramer, Harley Wolfgang and Brianna Sorokman, all of those folks helping us to present the game to you on video. We're going to say goodnight to our YouTube viewers tonight and come back with more of our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show on the radio here on an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Friday night, 92.5 FM U92 and U92radio.com.
Are you ready for a fall tune-up? Fall is the most critical season for healthy habits.
Okay, just give me those.
Gain pitfalls.